Hello and welcome to Rad Rolls. This is a very special campaign. This is actually a continuation of our Elder Scrolls campaign that we have had ongoing before. Before we were playing Old School Essentials, I found that game was a little bit hard on the improv ability that we typically have when it comes to game worlds. So I've moved us over into my favorite fantasy game, Dungeon World, in which all the classes remain the same for everyone. There's just some different rules. We will kind of go over those rules, and I'll reintroduce the cast for you here in a second. Dungeon World is really interesting so that everybody always rolls 2d6 on any kind of check that they do, but they only do it for specific moves. So I'll never roll any dice. It's just the characters rolling dice. Generally, you got your numbers 1 through 12. On a 6 or below, that's a fail. On a 7, 8, and 9, that's a mixed success. That means they succeed, but at a cost. And 10, 11, 12 is a full success. That means they do exactly what they set out to do. So let me talk about some of the moves that our characters can do. And this is the same for any of the different classes that they have. Everybody has access to these moves. So, starting with Hack and Slash. When you attack an enemy in melee, roll plus strength. On a 10, you deal your damage to the enemy and avoid their attack. At your option, you may choose to do 1d6 damage, but expose yourself to the enemy attack. But on a 7 and 9, you deal your damage to the enemy, and the enemy makes an attack against you. On a fail, you fail to attack the enemy, and he attacks you. Volley. When you take aim and shoot an enemy at range, you roll plus dex. On a 10 plus, you have a clear shot, you deal your damage. On a 7 and 9, you choose one of these. You move to get the shot, placing you in danger of the GM's choice. So you move to get the shot, but you're in danger based on what I say. You have to take what you can get, so you take a shot, but you also roll that damage and then do a negative roll for 1d6 damage. And you have to take several shots, reducing your ammo by 1. Next is Parlay. That's when you have leverage on a game master character and want to manipulate them. So if you want to manipulate or persuade or talk with an NPC in a way that you want to change their thinking, use that. You roll plus charisma. If you succeed, there's leverage that they have something you need to want on it, and they ask you to do it effectively, but they have to make a promise with you first. So it's like, oh, I succeeded. I need you to go steal the security card for me. Okay, as long as you promise not to use it to break into the vault. It's like, okay, I can do that. You can break that promise later, but they'll know. But on a 7 and 9, you succeed, but you need concrete assurance of your promise right now. So that's like, okay, I'll give you the security card, but I need you to give me your favorite sword until you're done. And then once it's back to me, and you haven't used it for bad things, I can give you your favorite sword back. Moving on to Defy Danger. That's effectively a, what do you call it? What's the move in D&D where you try to you're trying to like get out of the way?
Dodge.
Dodge. Charisma saving throws. Saving throws. Defy Danger is effectively saving.
Okay, so that's different.
So that's like, oh, I've come at you. I'm going to insult you. Is it going to hurt you? Is it going to affect something? Okay, roll Defy Danger, but it's charisma. It's effective of all of those different categories. So I have right here, by powering through, you roll plus strength. So it's like if a boulder's going to fall and you defy danger, see if you can like lift the boulder back up. Or if you're defying danger by getting out of the way, that's a dexterity. If you're trying to like just endure the boulder itself. If you're trying to quickly think about where the boulder will fall so that you can move, that's intelligence. Through mental fortitude, that means if you really think about this boulder, if you really think about it, you'll be friends with it. And if you can sing, charm, and social grace that boulder, then that's charisma.
So if you Resident Evil Chris Redfield punch the boulder, that's strength, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Defend is when you stand in defense of a person, item, or location under attack. Roll plus Constitution. On a 10, you hold 3. So that means that you will move forward. So like you're forward and hold that for 3 rounds. So like you'll get +1 on what you want for 3 rounds. On a 7 and a 9, you hold 1, so that's +1. Moving on. And then so long as you stand in defense, when you or the thing you defend is attacked, you may spend 1 hold for 1 to choose an option. You can redirect the attack from the thing that you hold to defend yourself. You can have the attack's effect or damage. You can open up the attacker to an ally, giving that ally +1 forward against the attacker, or deal damage to an attacker equal to your level. So I misspoke. It's not the hold 3 is not +1. That's actually you get 3 points to spend on any of these things for that round. So they're all listed in the character sheet PDF. Moving up, we've got discern realities. That's closely study a situation or person. On roll plus wisdom. On 10 plus, ask the GM 3 questions from the list below. On a 7 and 9, ask only 1. Take 1 forward when acting on the answers. So the questions are, what happened here recently? What is about to happen? What should I be on the lookout for? What here is useful or valuable to me? Who's really in control here? What here is not what it appears to be? Spout lore. When you consult your accumulated knowledge about something, roll plus intelligence. On 10, the GM will tell you something interesting and useful about the subject relevant to your situation. On a 7 and 9, the GM will only tell you something interesting. It's on you to make it useful. The GM might ask, how do you know this? And you tell them the truth now. Lastly, there is aid or interfere. When you help or hinder someone you have a bond with, roll plus bond with them. 10 plus, they take +1 or 2 or -2, which is your choice. So that means on their next roll, they'll get +1 or -2. On a 7 and 9, you also expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost. So those are the basic moves. There's other moves that we'll kind of get into as we play this game, but your characters will pretty much only be making these moves and rolls, I think, for the first session here tonight. So that is kind of Dungeon World itself. To reintroduce people, Cody is playing Gasbasta, who is a barbarian in Dungeon World. You have an insatiable hunger as a barbarian. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten into trouble before. Let's leave it at that.
I heard that you ate a whole horse's ass once, Gasbasta. I feel like I'm on the interview show. I'm like going to interview all the little characters. Gasbasta, I heard that you ate a whole horse's ass once.
Oh, no.
Well, they left me the horse, and I thought they just wanted to give me food, so... Look, I don't remember it being a racehorse. Nobody informed Gasbasta about the racehorse. Gasbasta just eat the food.
Jared is playing Alanis Mosswing, who is a ranger. Alanis, or Alanis, which do you prefer?
Alanis, like our favorite Canadian singer.
Alanis. All right, cool. You get a cleric spell eventually. Are you pretty happy about that? That you'll be actually useful?
Wow, did you think this was 5th ed or something? I feel like the Rangers are already pretty useful in this game. But yeah, I am looking forward to dipping into a cleric spell list. I was pretty pumped when I saw that as a future move.
Oh yeah, big stuff. Next up, we've got Michael, who is playing Spalding Greyworth. How do you feel about being this? You know, you've been given a lute. You're very musical now, which originally you hadn't planned on, but now look at you. You're all music. You're the music man himself.
Yes, I'm so excited to be gifted this amazing enchanted lute. I can't wait to explore the world with music, song in my heart, and a song on my lips. Excited. Yes.
You said lips very strangely. Moving on to May, who's playing, I believe the name is Vel Ashburn, right?
Yes, you can just call me Vale, darling.
Yes, Vel is actually going to be a thief, but has a lot of different things involving assassination as well. So don't worry, the assassination is still going to happen.
I'm an incredibly successful assassin. I did finally manage to actually kill someone. Although technically I didn't, somebody else did. But my stabbing directly led to them being killed by somebody else. So, ta-da!
And we have a very special guest for this campaign session that we're doing. It is Ramil, Ramil is related to somebody here close on the Rad Rolls team and is playing a wizard named Ramil Galadin. How you doing, Ramil?
Well, hello. I have no idea what I'm doing here, but, you know, I'm not supposed to be here. I believe these riffraffs are... but, you know, I will do my best. I will try, and I will get along, and it'll be grand.
So tell me a little bit about Ramil. What's probably like the worst mistake you've ever made, Ramil?
We're seeing it.
Oh, no. Make mistakes? But, no. I never made a mistake. Miscalculations, perhaps, but no. You know, there was that one time I was trying to get that spell artifact. It was a little charm, a little way around the neck, and it was supposed to help me breathe underwater so I could, well, search for more magic. But unfortunately, in the process of searching underwater, I woke up some terrible creatures, and I had to go help save the poor, unfortunate souls on the land. Nothing my fault, I just was exploring, but you know, gotta help where you can, right?
I like it. So the party itself has found itself in a new, but quite familiar location. When last we saw them, they had come under the contract of the Daedric god Calvicus Vile, or Clavicus Vile. I don't know how you say the name. I don't really care. He has ordered you all to essentially be repo men and women, where you all are stealing back stuff that has been stolen from him. Under threat of pretty much he's going to steal the souls that he has given back to you after he saved your souls in the last go around when you tried to essentially find an Elder Scroll. The location that you found yourself in is actually an amalgamation of the inn in which you started your previous journey in. It has been moved through the plains of Oblivion and now finds itself in kind of a I would say it's a city, but it's more like a mishmash of different landscapes that have just all kind of floated together that people are just calling the Isles. You have been planning about this heist that Calvicus Vile has effectively told you that you're going to make. Originally, he wanted you to steal all of the money from a casino, but has told you all that indeed you all are going to steal not just the money, but the casino itself for him. You have discerned the location of this casino. It is, in fact, in the shape of a giant mushroom. The main casino is in the Isles itself, but you have found yourself in this amalgamation of a tavern. A number of folks have kind of stuck around, including your spider innkeeper for bats has become kind of a liaison of kind of underground currents within the Isles themselves. There's a number of rumors going around that the spider themselves has not only heard, but maybe even started herself. She has information on the Mushroom Casino itself, and you all are positioned at a table in the inn. So, in the inn itself, there's the spider behind the bar. There are a number of different bats that are hanging along the walls. Several travelers have come in. Two elves, actually, and a smaller kind of cloaked man has kind of come in and sat down at the table with the two elves. You all are stationed there as well. You all have actually managed to talk to and recruited Ramil Galadin, a wizard, to join you in helping out on this task, because frankly, he also owes his soul to Clavicus Vile for reasons unknown to you all. And I will let this begin now.
2 questions. One, what is the name of our spider bar brand?
All day I was thinking to myself, I should remember the name of this person. I should remember the name of this person. But I deleted the previous Roll20. It's gone. So let me...
The power of the storyteller.
I have a
the
notebook.
name was always this.
I have a notebook. I'm going to open it and I'm going to read a name from the notebook. Is it going to be the right name? You'll never know. I'll never
Just say
tell.
this is my.
That's
Just
like-
tell her that's my nickname. So, because you weren't the one
I'll
who was
never
flirting
tell.
with her. The one who was flirting with her should actually know what the name is.
Yeah, so the spider was at location 6. And it's Rachel.
Rachel.
That's right. That's right.
She's got the
Rachel
lovely
Spider-Woman.
small hairs. Yeah, she's got the hairs. Haircut,
and
yeah.
2, our directions to steal the casino, was it as broad as steal the casino, or was it more direct as in steal the contents, or just get an idea of like what our...
Your directive was to steal the whole casino.
Awesome. Oh,
You
perfect.
take that at what you will, but your directive was to steal the whole thing.
So Rachel is getting us information on the casino. She's like pulling it from the web, so to speak.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
How
So-
fast is she getting it? How fast? We need info. You need it now? What's the web speed?
Wizards, seriously.
So,
Well-
how large of a mushroom are we talking here?
Are you talking to Rachel now?
Sure, Rachel. I have some experience with mushrooms.
Yeah, honey, whatever. You have a lot of experience with mushrooms. That's fascinating. How many have you grown yourself?
See, the interesting thing with mushrooms, they just kind of grow wherever. You try to cultivate them, and they're like, nah. You kind of just have to let them do their thing. But how big are we talking here? Like, how large of a fruit are we trying to pluck here?
So I have friends on the inside, right? I have a number of different people, and they were in here last week, and they were telling me about how nice the casino was, how wonderful it was, that they went down and they went to the second floor. They got some spa work done. They went to the pool. They had, really, really interesting meals, that kind of stuff. And all the casino was up on the first floor. It seemed like that maybe it was bigger on the inside, but they didn't get to all of the different places. They just said it was 2 floors for the most part. But it seemed like that maybe there was more because it seemed bigger on the outside. You know what I mean?
So,
Usually, building is bigger on the outside because the walls are on the outside, and on the inside, you're on the inside of the walls. So that's why the big building usually seem bigger from the outside.
That is an astute observation, Basa. Thank you for adding that to the conversation. I appreciate your insights. Now, who runs this casino? Who's in charge there? Who's the top? Who's the top little fungi?
So
you beat me to the fungi joke. I mean, it's really low hanging fruit, but like it's.
Also, sometimes buildings have room inside, so if the building has lots of rooms, then those rooms are smaller than the whole building.
The building, yes. That's again wonderful, absolutely wonderful observation, Basa.
Wait. Are there expanding walls here?
He's not. Listen, he's not talking about anything more than
What kind of
he
magic are they
doesn't
using
understand
here?
how object permanence, how spatial relations. He's just you'll eventually get used to it, Ramil. It's just just be kind to Basa.
You know, he might have insight into the underlying reality.
No, I'm sure he
mushrooms. It could just be
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms. I mean, there might not even be a casino. There might be a casino in people's mind palace when they enter the mushroom.
I'm fairly certain there is a mushroom casino since we were told to steal it. Has anyone considered that with most mushrooms, the majority of the mushroom is actually underground?
Yes.
All right.
Has anyone considered that the mushroom might be far smaller and it's just perspective?
Also,
And we could just pick it up and carry it.
I spend probably 37% of my time thinking about mushrooms. So,
okay.
Rachel, could you explain to my cohorts here the size of this mushroom casino? Is it a tiny mushroom, or is it an actual like large mushroom building that sentient creatures of our relative size and shape would normally enter, and not a casino for ants?
So to answer your question from 20 minutes ago, Magister Telvorna is the owner of the casino. I know that you all were waiting on pins and needles to hear that piece of information. He is a dark elf who is in the House Televine, and he has personally created this casino and runs all of the different staff in there. As far as the size of the mushroom, I would say that this is a mushroom that since my friends have entered there, have seen people playing the games, have seen them doing other things, spa treatments mostly, that is a very large casino, and that if you were to pick it, you would have to be a large person. One of the largest people, in fact, close to, I would say, maybe the size of Mayrun Stagon, the Daedric god.
Good to know.
Yeah. I don't think we could quite swing that one this time around. But maybe what kind of games inside the casino? Are we talking like poker, parcheesi,
Bloodsport?
bowling? Bloodsport, yeah, that's a good question.
It's a valid question, yes. Yeah.
So here's the problem is my little friends didn't figure out how to play the games, but they played the games. Does that make any sense? It didn't to me.
No.
That absolutely makes sense. Sometimes when you're out in the world, you just want to experience a new thing. You don't know what you're doing. You would just play. You don't understand how to play the game. I absolutely understand that.
Very confused right
dominoes.
now.
I don't know how to play dominoes yet. I have played many domino games with all sorts of people throughout the realms.
But Spalding, you always lose.
Oh yes, but that's the experience.
But that's still playing. Also, mushrooms.
Could they be under a compulsion spell?
Ooh.
Mushrooms, compulsion. Yeah, that does make sense.
I mean, mushrooms. Full stop.
Fair.
Okay, this Magistar who runs the place. This would be a GM question. Have we heard of this person before?
Also, is he hot?
I feel like a lord.
No, you haven't heard with them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you are a dark elf and he is of a high house, he is highborn, and he is a casino manager. Show me an Ocean's 11, 12, 13 where the lead of what's his face is not hot, for whatever age range he's in, he's probably hot.
And
very well, he sounds acceptable.
So dreamy.
He sounds acceptable.
Right. Rachel kind of looks at you just like, I can answer more questions, or you can try one of my new services, something that I've been working on that for today is going to be free to you all. I can do a very special thing that I've been working on, setting up at the aisles, talking to all the different people. I can make rumors for you all.
Fun!
You can make... Sorry, what?
So
rumors?
you tell me You tell me what you want a rumor to be. And then it'll just be percolating out there. People will be talking about it. I'm almost influencing people socially. Do you understand what I'm doing?
So
Can
you're
you make
stirring the
rumors-
pot.
Can you make rumors go away?
I could
Yeah.
make rumors go away. Yes.
So if it's a rumor that
Gaspasa-
the rumor doesn't actually exist, okay, yeah, that's
Gaspasa want rumor that Gaspasa can't read to go away.
All right.
Not a
I will
rumor,
tell-
Bass.
Oh,
It's not a
ooh, I can
rumor.
answer that.
so.
Gaspasa could be the High Ruler.
So the rumor could be that Gaspasa reads.
And
Yes.
is
Often.
an expert gambler and strategist. Yes.
He can read the room.
Gaspasa only gamble on Bloodsport.
Consider it
Do you
all
bet
to
on
be
yourself,
blood sports.
Gaspasa?
He always bets on himself, yes. He hasn't lost yet.
I mean, it's a pretty safe bet then.
Unfortunately, no one has been able to best the orc.
Do you want me to make the rumor that you can read or that you're really good at reading?
Rachel, please don't start any rumors that
He
center
is the
around Bassa
best at reading.
Until my
Yes,
cohorts
that
and
sounds
I
fantastic.
develop our plan.
Say-
Wait. Can
say that
anyone break
Gaspasa-
Go ahead,
casino?
go ahead and do it. Let's try it. Go.
Say that Gaspasa is most wise ruler of Bassa boys.
I don't think. No, we're
There you
not
go.
the Basta
High
Boys
roller.
anymore.
There you are.
We changed our name again. Remember?
Gaspasa
Didn't we?
didn't vote. Gaspasa did not vote for new name.
Now, I'm not sure how reading will help you steal a casino, though I imagine that's a core skill in just life in general. So, are there any other rumors that you want me to kind of, percolate out there to get some,
Yeah.
people may like them,
That
I like-
despite his looks,
Okay.
despite how he acts, he has that much money, Gaspasa.
I
That
think
he
there's
is
something
that
to
good.
that plan.
Honestly, that should work because people with an insanely, ridiculously disgusting amount of money really don't have to worry about how they look, how they
And
sound,
people.
how they smell, what they eat. They would be able to eat racehorses every day.
What
if
they
wanted to.
name their children.
People
Yeah.
will take chances against Gaspasa,
Oh.
and they will
Rachel,
lose.
I heard a rumor. Are you interested?
Ooh,
Oh, honey, I'm
yes.
very interested.
Rachel, I heard a rumor that there are some species of large mushroom that can locomote using their underground fungal network to find places with better soil and water and sunlight and darkness or whatever it needs. Because when you're large, it's sometimes hard to get these things that you need. So they have adapted and evolved to move along their fungal networks.
The large mushrooms.
Yes, the large ones in particular, because the small ones, they don't take many resources to, they usually get eaten by animals. They get proliferated everywhere. But the large ones, though, the large ones that aren't prey items for these creatures, they need to be able to get the nutrients somehow. And if they exhaust the nutrients in their area, they need to be able to move, and they've adapted to do that. So large mushrooms can just move.
Not just that. What?
Are you spreading this rumor, or are you asking about this rumor?
No, this
Gaspasa confused. Why mushroom rumor?
I heard a rumor, and I think Rachel would be a good vehicle to spread this around to her clients.
You know, it
I'm
does sound
happy to do
feasible.
that.
It sounds very possible, actually.
More to the point, if there was what kind of lackadaisical, completely cut rate, substandard large mushroom would not be able to move like during the seasons? I mean, when it's snowing, you have to go where the sun is, and when it's too hot, you want to go where it's nice and cool. That's where the business is.
It's no worse than the story of a chicken house on legs.
Oh, we've seen one of those. We
You've heard
we
about
ate
those.
well, it's just a house now because Basta was hungry.
Ate the chicken legs. That's just regular house.
Luckily,
Yeah.
there was nobody in the house. We're still trying to figure that one out.
These are 3 juicy rumors. Gasbasta can read, and he's very rich. And mushrooms can move.
Gaspasa also conquer Nord clan very recently.
That's not a
Oh,
rumor,
also
Gas.
true,
You
not a
really did
rumor.
that.
After that-
You actually did that. So
That's a fact.
yeah, you still
Rachel,
have
do you
skulls
also spread
hanging
facts?
off your belt
Sometimes
from
that's
that.
helpful.
Gaspasa not
Honey-
understand difference between rumor and
Honey,
fact.
that's what books are for. And now Gasbasta can read.
That's right.
right.
It's a good point.
Yes. So
In the library, there's a book. ABCs of reading. Here you are.
By Gas
I mean,
Basta.
I can spread a number of rumors. I could say that Spalding has the most beautiful eyes, or the most.
It's not a
beautiful
rumor,
teeth.
my dear. Rachel.
Again, I
rumor.
think we need to go over what's rumor and
And
what's
what's
fact,
reality.
because I
Yeah.
think
Oh,
a
you're
lot of
right.
us are really kind of confused on the word rumor.
That's
was
true. I've heard
mushroom rumor or mushroom true?
Well,
I think it could be either way.
I've never seen a mushroom move. Typically, they do it under cover of night, and it's a very secretive.
And I spout lore.
process.
Do I
So
know
I've-
about mushrooms and their potential habits?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So you can try. Yeah. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and do a spout lore if you can kind of figure out what it is right now.
first
Bag
roll of the
books.
game.
What he's talking
Bag of
about.
books. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there you are. Go. 11.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
So, what do I know about mushrooms?
Hang on 1 second. I'm just checking something.
They're delicious sauteed
Wikipedia,
butter.
I'm wondering if they can actually relocate via their root
Fried,
system.
deep fried,
Magic science, close enough.
crushed into a powder and snorted,
Whoa.
distilled down into a tea.
They make lovely hats.
There we go. Sorry about that. The roll 20 didn't show your roll in the OBS, but now it does. And yeah, on an 11, you know that large mushrooms, as you typically know them, are, I would say, what can I give you here? I'm going to give you.
I'm enthralled with the idea of the mushroom moving itself via its roots. Its subsystem.
You know that sentient large mushrooms are too big to move. Smaller varieties are actually easier to finagle and move in certain places. They're easier to grow. But you have heard of large sentient mushrooms that are almost humanoid in their ways and experience.
Oh, unfortunately, this might be too large to travel in a substrate. The smaller
But
ones
here's-
might be able to.
Well, why don't
But
we
honey,
shrink it?
Honey, here's
We
the wonderful
might.
thing about a rumor. A rumor can be as true as it wants to be, and some rumors end up in fact, and some end up in fiction. But there's
Oh,
the
I still
middle ground.
love the rumor.
There's the
I
middle
don't-
ground where the rumors swirl, and that's what I'm hoping to build.
Gasbassa not understand what rumor is.
Pretend. It's pretend.
It's a could be.
You see, there's
Why
there's
can't things
fact
either
and there-
be or not be?
Because the end.
See, there was this famous wizard once. I think his name was Schrodinger. He was very keen on cats, and he had a thing where he
I've heard of
decided that
him.
everything could be and couldn't be at the same time.
I've heard of him. He had a
All
box in which he put things in.
Things are possible, and the box was magic. Yes.
I heard he had a house. He had Schrodinger's cat house, but I never went there. It had a bad reputation.
Tell me more.
The cats were there and they were not there.
Yes,
Such a dilemma.
there's
That's
so
bad
many.
business.
Yeah, you really should keep track of your pussies. So anyway, about the mushroom.
Indeed.
We should go check out the mushroom.
I can probably start one more rumor if you all have another one. If you don't, that's fine.
Ooh, what do you...
Things out.
Alanis has a lovely singing voice.
Ooh, Alanis has a lovely singing voice. That's very
Oh.
Might even be a headliner at a casino.
Going to the lounge.
That's not bad. If I'm
not bad.
understanding Rachel's implications, maybe you do have
I
a
think you can-
beautiful singing voice that would work well in a casino lounge. And
I
Bob
think
another
you
rumor.
get
is
my
a rich king
implications.
from a foreign land who might be going to
Hang
a
on,
casino
hang on.
looking to spend
Alana's
some money.
voice sounds like dying cat.
Is it a rumor? How do you sing, sir?
Poorly.
Me?
Yes. Is it a
Oh,
rumor?
Like dying cat in woods.
I mean,
Well, that is.
listen, the other dying cats like it, okay? It puts them at ease before they die. All right?
I'm getting to know everyone. It could be a true thing. That's why I ask. We could market that.
it's- I mean, it's serviceable for some folks.
Schrodinger's lounge singer.
My parents liked it.
Both sings and does not sing at the same time.
Isn't it ironic?
Don't you
Don't
think?
you
Alana's voice is too smooth to carry the correct tunes for the Orcish war songs.
Yes, because those are very specific songs, Bassa. Not everyone can sing everything in a proper way. I think you should just accept that you're not going to hear the kind of songs you want in the tone you want them, but learn to appreciate the experience of dying cats in the woods as voices.
I do still wonder, lovely voice or rumor?
I would say this is probably a rumor. This would be
Very well, very well. Just had to ask.
I would say open to interpretation.
I would say this is a good test case for our rumor mill then.
Art is.
Well, I think I have a wonderful selection of rumors that you all give me. I'm happy to send my little friends out and speak into the ears of the people. Hopefully this will be helpful to you all as you go into the casino. I believe next time, though, I will have to charge for the service, unfortunately. If it's successful. If it's not successful, then I'll have to think of something else.
What do you charge,
Oh,
Milas?
Rachel, of course it'll be successful. It's you. You're so good at what you do, Rachel.
Oh, Spalding, you're such a sweetheart. I love you so.
What do
I
you
love
charge,
you
lady?
so much, too.
That's kind of weird, but sure.
What are the rates?
Shh,
Oh,
don't
the
ask
rates?
for them. We haven't been paying.
I mean...
No, this first one was free, she said.
Yeah, the first one's free. I'm still deciding on the rates. We'll have to see how potent they are.
Fair enough. So, Rachel, if we're going to be going to, in theory, a lounge performance at a casino that hopefully will at some point be moving with the Gas Basta, we should have some appropriate clothing for the occasion, shouldn't we?
I mean, yes, but the only thing that I can make is spider silk.
I think a spider silk dress would look quite good.
Very sticky.
Can you make the non-sticky type?
Unfortunately, no, just the sticky type.
Oh, so it'll be very clingy. Hey, Alanis, are you game?
I prefer my traveling clothes, but you know what, you know what?
Maybe
Spider
just a
silk, yeah.
vest. A vest.
I'll actually, yes.
Yeah, go ahead and
something a bit more natural.
May, if you'll go ahead and excuse me, Vel, if you'll go ahead and do a parlay roll for this.
Okay, I will do that. Woohoo! A 13.
Wow, that's a very success. Of
Let's
course,
go.
of course, I will make whatever you all need. Just know that it will be a little sticky to you, so it'll be rather hard to get off.
Maybe some cummerbunds for the boys, and I'll take the full body, please.
Excellent. And she goes to the back and starts making the dresses and such. and when you all leave, they'll be delivered unto you.
Okay, I'm going to start sticking little insect wings onto it because they look like little sequins. So I'm going to be shiny.
I could just spend some time capturing some bugs and tearing
Well,
their
no, we
wings
had
off.
it's
That's not what a crazy person does.
Oh, well, no, we're nuts. But our bartender is a spider in a spider's lair surrounded by bats and a bunch of other spiders. There's going to be insect body parts laying around. Come on.
Very true.
I mean, there's also, like, if I wanted to go full Atlantis and like the early music videos, just spiderweb pasties to sort of look like the censorship blur, and just let the long hair.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Perfect.
That is certainly something you could do.
You know, be free. It's all natural fibers, so you know.
All right. Do you want to stay here and ask anything more of the folks here, or do you want to move on to the casino?
There's those two elves you mentioned. What do they look like? Do they look like adventurers, or do they look like maybe just like merchants, or do they look like maybe they just came from a casino?
They look like they look like wizards.
Oh,
Okay.
Reveal. Go talk to those elves. Find out who they are, where they're from, what they're doing here. Look like wizards. They're your people.
They're my
go with
people.
you.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
We're better.
Atlantis, the elf, is just staring Spalding down like,
I prefer to think someone's profession is more important than their race.
Oh, these
Good
are
question.
these are dark elves, by the way. Just letting
Yeah. Yeah.
Out of character. Out of character. They've told me the general rundown of this whole scheme, correct? Okay, just checking. All right. Oh, very well. What do you want me to ask them?
They're mysterious dark elf wizards in our spider-run bar. They could be friends. They could be
It
enemies.
sounds exactly where they should be, honestly, the way you describe it like that.
Well, it's a bar. Everyone belongs in a bar. Unless they're too young to drink, in which case they really should not be in a bar.
they belong at the kids' table at the corner of the bar.
Ooh, good point. And that way they can do the dishes afterwards.
I mean,
Child
if you don't have the
labor.
gold to pay for your ale, then yeah, you get the kids to. But like, it's
Exactly.
Some people bring their kids with no intention of paying, so they make their kids do the dishes for them. Clever scheme.
Barbaric.
Oh, no, barbarians usually don't do that. They're a little bit too highbrow to bring their kids with them. Usually because the fights break out.
Highbrow. Very well.
Barbarian bars are, well, gassed.
Orc children drink more than all of you.
That could be
Yeah.
commendable.
me and Gast went to Bar Ian, and yeah, they've got like I saw this 8-year-old do a keg stand. It was pretty impressive. Then proceeded to use the keg stand as a warhammer and cracked an adult across the head, who didn't
Strongest
seem to care
orc
because
children.
he had already done a keg stand in itself, and like it was just it was pretty uncomfortable.
It sounds like a good time all around.
That sounds fascinating. Where was I? Where was I not invited? You two hanging out without us?
Oh, I wasn't invited.
Spalding, you black out after just one orc drink.
Yes. I mean, yes. Because all I need is one.
Okay.
What's
Mo-
the goal? But to get to
Most
black
folks do because
Economical.
it's methanol.
out. That's alchemist talk, and I don't know anything about it.
So
he
they
comes
didn't
out and
want me
hands
to
you all
talk
the
to them?
dresses and says, I've actually heard of a guy once that went into a bathroom in a mansion and drank a whole tub of alcohol and passed out and lost his hair. It was really, really one of the weirdest things I've ever heard of.
Is this a new rumor?
I think it's an old
No, this
rumor.
feels real.
Something tells me this
This
really
feels real for some reason.
rest in peace.
Oh.
You
Well,
want me to
really
talk to
should-
them, or
You should always check your alcohol before you actually dive into it.
Yeah,
that's why you're
all
busy
this-
drinking it? No.
all this talk about mushrooms recently, I really want to see the mushroom. Yeah, I want to see the mushroom.
Let's go.
Okay.
Well, all right.
It's outside.
Well,
We'll
we're
leave
dressed.
these
Let's
mysterious
go to the
wizards
casino.
alone.
Let's all go to the casino, shall we? I'm very sparkly. It'd be a waste not to use it. Also, I'm a little sticky. Nobody touch me.
We're all
All right, so are you all going to the casino next?
yes.
Yeah.
So you all approach the casino. It's on kind of its own, it's almost its own city street, and it's billowing up. But the stalk of it seems pretty small. It seems more dome shaped in itself, and the door to the casino is actually on a series of stairs. So you enter through a almost like a second level on the top of it. The outside of the casino is actually red with white spots. In this dome shape, and you can see the giant stalk under the ground, but it's not up too tall enough for you. Like it seems like that it's just like that foundation that's holding it there. When you enter the doors first, trolls are actually standing. Two of them. They're standing in front of these almost kind of weird veils that are blocking the pathway to the entrance of the casino. And you see a sign that reads, "Please leave all weapons and magical items at the door." You see also a small impish scamp that walks through the veils. You hear kind of a loud klaxon, and a third troll pops out from behind a door and points at the scamp with his club. And the scamp tries to run away, and the troll throws a wooden club at the scamp, knocks him loose, and he passes out while a mushroom-based humanoid appears and takes the amulet that the scamp was wearing and puts it in his pocket and walks away.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
Oh no, he already took the thing off the scamp. It's already unpacked.
So,
I'll walk up.
first,
I'm going in.
can I
Oh, there he goes.
sprout lore and figure out what type of mushroom we entered?
Sprout.
Yeah,
more.
sure, yeah. Go ahead and
Sprout.
sprout war.
Boy.
I failed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, for a fail for sprout lore, yeah, I'm not gonna you think
'Cause
that it's a you
Because
try
I
to
hear the
remember-
red with the white spots, and I'm like, okay, some of these are safe, and some of them are super toxic.
Do I
And
know about
poisonous
that?
mushroom.
I have no idea which one this is, but as
It's a
wild as
poisonous
things.
mushroom.
Oh,
Take any
great! I'm
bite of the interior, it's poisonous.
I'm not touching anything.
So you're saying don't lick it.
I'm not saying that, but I'm being very cautious about what I touch.
Fair enough. I'm not touching anything because I'll probably stick to it. So all right. So I guess we follow the wizard in.
So, Ramil, you said you were going through the
Sure.
the veils?
I have
Yeah.
nothing to hide. I have a dagger, and that's about it, really, for magic. For weapon.
Yep.
No.
You come through the veil, and they actually a troll looks at you, says, "Dagger, please."
Very well. Here. Where's my ticket for return?
Well, keep it somewhere. And he takes
Sir,
the dagger.
sir, I need a receipt. I would like my dagger back.
Yeah, if you could do a, I would say a parlay roll.
So here's what goes wrong, right here.
No, you got this.
Actually, I did apparently. Huh.
Yeah. The troll kind of looks at the dagger and hands it back to you and says, "Oh, it's a kitchen knife. You can have it."
Very well, thank you, sir. Thank you, and a wonderful day to you as well.
You too. And Meal has walked through the veil.
All right. I guess I'm next. Do I don't have any magical items on me. I don't believe.
Do you have any weapons?
You know me. I always have something stabby stashed somewhere. I think I have 2 daggers. Yeah, I did. I'll just hand over my 2 daggers.
Yeah, you see, you hand over your daggers, and I believe you have a bow too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But I did. I don't anymore as I hand it over.
All right, you have a dagger, a short sword, and a bow, and a bundle of arrows, and you hand all that over to the troll.
Sure,
and he
sure,
takes
sure.
it and says, "Thank you."
I will be expecting this back at the end of the evening.
You're gonna have to parlay for that
Now or later?
now because you're saying that you will expect it back.
What kind of casino would not give you your stuff back? Cut
I'm
Halfway
not
casino.
One with a troll bouncer.
It's okay. Good point. Parlay. It's a 3.
The troll looks at you and says, "Sure, whatever," and kind of
Okay.
stuffs it away.
All right.
Well, the good news is since you failed, you get an experience point.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
true.
There's
Whenever
a good
you fail
point.
a roll, you will actually accumulate an experience point, and you will level up every time you get 7 experience points plus whatever your level is. So that will be you will have to get 8 to level up. So we're doing
Good
an active
question.
level up. Yes.
Does it track that automatically, or do I have
That's
to?
what I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
add
you'll have
that?
to do that yourselves. That's
Is it
right.
on
It's
the
in the
sheet?
Alright.
top right
Yeah.
corner of the character sheet.
Yeah.
Top right corner.
All right.
Level 1, XP 1. We're rolling.
A troll looks at the rest of you and says, "Next."
Gaspassa need to keep most dangerous weapon on him. Most dangerous weapon is Gaspassa's own arms. So you can't have those, but you can have sword.
What? Okay, so let's look at your character sheet. So you
I
essentially.
think he's got a sword and a dagger.
Okay, so you're okay with giving those up?
Yes. But Troll can't have Gaspassa arms.
The troll kind of looks at you and laughs and says, "Ha ha, guns. I won't take guns."
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't know we were so colloquial here.
All right, next, please.
Spalding's gonna walk up with his lute, and ask the troll, "Is it okay if I bring in my musical instrument?"
You're allowed to bring in musical instruments. No weapons or magical items, please.
My good troll friend, just a question about your whole process and how you do things. How do you detect magical items? Do you, is there a spell? Do you just keenly observe people coming through?
We got them magical curtains.
Okay. So if an item passed through those curtains, it means that it would be acceptable here in the casino.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just gifted this beautiful lute. And I don't know. I don't know if it's just a regular loot. Perhaps it's a magical loot. I don't know. So if I pass through that curtain and it is magical, that's no fault of mine. I plead ignorance. Please accept my apologies. But what would happen? Would I burst into flames? Would a troll throw a stick at me like that poor scamp? What would occur then?
The troll looks, you can tell the look in his face, like the way that you're talking to him, he looks incredibly confused, and he really doesn't understand what your question is. You know, there's a limited capacity for what trolls can quite understand. And he looks at you and he says, go through magic curtain and you're good.
Perfect. Spalding's going to walk through the magic curtain. We'll see what happens.
This is such an idiocracy moment, seriously.
Yeah, Spalding, you go through the magic curtain, and you know, let's pull up your character sheet and see what you're working with here. Yeah, the troll comes up to you and says, "I need your bow and your sword and your arrows."
Oh, I am so sorry. I apologize. I was so focused on my instrument, I did not even think about the other armaments on me. I apologize. Please, here, I will hand over my bow. I will hand over my arrows, and I will hand over my sword.
Well, thank you very much. And he kind of takes them and stuffs them in his like loincloth pants.
Okay. Those are gonna smell later, but that's okay. Everything's fine. Thank you so much, my dear friend. I will just catch up with my compatriots.
He might use lilacs and roses. You never know.
I can hope.
This troll goes to the body shop.
All right, is that everybody, or do I have to stand here more and wait for people?
This entire time I've been trying to remove the various quivers of arrows and stuff off my person, but I will relinquish my arms and armament.
Thank you very much. All right, so you all have gotten through this this casino veil with none of your weapons. You're now in here unarmed.
The wizard has a dagger.
I have a dagger. It helps.
Kitchen knife.
It's a
A
thing.
kitchen knife. You're right. You have a kitchen knife.
It's a thing.
It's funny the
Gaspassa
wizard has the weapon.
Gaspassa has his arms.
I did
Great.
my best.
Yeah, so you all reach the casino floor. So the casino floor hosts a number of oddly shaped tables that are kind of like circular. Some are kind of like weirdly like curved around. A number of different of items are there. I'm going to pull up a map of the floor now. You all can see. Yeah, there. It should be live for everybody. So you'll be able to see what's going on. A number of different floors, games. You can't tell, like, from first glance what any of these things are, but behind each is a humanoid mushroom that's wearing a kind of black pants with kind of shiny black shoes, kind of a reddish vest with white sleeve shirt. Their face is actually obscured by a giant mushroom plume that right now is the color of kind of like a glowing green across the plume of it. There's a few different patrons that are sitting at the table. It seems like that there's maybe some various dark elves that are there patronizing. There's like a smaller man that's sitting at one of the tables that's just playing by himself. And there is another table with a number of women that are kind of like, they're kind of Breton women that are squealing, I suppose. What do you all do?
You're what kind of women?
The Bretons?
They're Bretons.
And they're squealing. Yes,
Okay.
they're squealing. They're very
Breton
excited.
women, and they're squealing.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know what I heard, but that was not what I thought.
Like stuck pigs or an ecstasy, because these are two very different.
In combination,
All
I
right.
bet.
I do a
In combination.
Starfield podcast, and there's the lockpicks in the game are called Digipicks, and I didn't realize that that's what they're called, and so I took out the middle I and I called them dig pics. But when you say dig pics to somebody, that just sounds like another thing, and so everybody's writing.
That's how you
reviews
unlock
for the show
doors
now.
in that universe. That's how you unlock doors.
That's
Dig
Dig
pics.
pics.
a submitted dig pic.
And now I have to read 5-star reviews on iTunes that are like, show's great. Also, I love the dig pics. Anyways, that's the scene. What are you all up to?
So we've got some table games. So did we go
And there's
through
a number of
security number
elevators.
one?
There's a number of elevators in the back, and there's a troll that's standing in front of them.
Okay. So we went through number one. That was security, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now we've got a variety of what appears to be table games on the floor. At the southwestern corner, is that like a bar that kind of has some like alcoholic
That's
beverage
actually
energy to it?
a game that is being played. It has balls.
Oh, okay. So that is a different table game. And then I see a series of rectangles there on the eastern side. Is that it could be a staircase, it could be a stage, it could be the piano from Big. I'm not sure. Give me some
more
context.
ball games.
Oh, so it is like oops all games in here.
Yeah, it's oops all games in here. Inscrutable.
Got it.
As you can tell.
Okay.
Do
And
they
we
appear
probably
to be
have
these
no idea
versions?
how any of them are played.
Right now, no. At first glance, no.
Okay, got it.
Any
I'm on
sign
board.
of blood sports?
Question.
Go ahead. I tell you what. If you're going to try to investigate the scene, I'm going to allow one of you to make a discern realities roll for me.
I'm sure I'm not good at it, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Let's go. It's a 2.
So glad
anyone
you
else
were
try?
so enthusiastic.
It's what I do, darling.
Not
anyone
a
else
strongest
try?
grip on reality.
All right. On this
No,
roll, I will
no,
allow
really
somebody
not.
else. Somebody else to make a roll.
I'm gonna try it.
Let Gas
I- I will
Bass
try it.
do
Can I? All right, Gas Bass, so be it.
He's trying to find about the blood sports too. Look at that.
Fair.
You can ask
Fair.
one of the questions.
Are there blood sports?
You have asked the questions that
Obviously.
are there, and I
Oh.
will incorporate blood sports
Oh
maybe.
shit.
into
Okay.
No. It's
All
like
right,
Plinko, but there's blood dripping down, and like yeah.
No, I had an idea. You know how like when you're driving in the rain and like you see the water droplet kind of like race down the side window, like on 3, everyone pricks their finger, and whoever has the fastest blood droplet down like the pane of glass.
Everyone loves the spiraling water drops in rain. Come on, it's always a
It's
game.
it's a blood sport. Blood race.
It would technically be a blood sport, yes.
Blood racing.
What here is useful
Blood
or
of the earth.
valuable to Gas Bassa?
All right. As far as blood goes, from elevator 2, you use your super duper orc nose that you're like, you're sniffing it all up. You're feeling good. That tells you that there has been bleeding on the middle elevator, that elevator 2 there. That there has been some blood spilled inside of that elevator. You can just tell as the doors open and close as people come and go. The other thing that you can tell is the small man sitting alone at the table also has a faint smell of blood about him.
Is Gast Bassa like a great white? Like it can detect one like part per billion
Indeed.
blood in
Indeed
the
he is.
atmosphere?
He can discern realities with his nose alone.
The music starts playing. No, 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 no.
I think blood sports are in elevator 2. So can we go get? Wait.
Who wants to go with boss at elevator 2?
Does it say anything about the guy at the table?
Maybe he had bloody steak for lunch, but too small.
Well, I'm the most interested in this funny little man who's sitting all by himself. So Spalding is going to slowly approach that table, but keep a respectful distance and observe the game that this man appears to be playing.
All right.
I will go with Gas Bassa to explore the elevator.
All right, cool. Vel and Alanis, what are you all doing?
I suppose, since I am mostly unaware of anything happening, I'm going to find some chips to be able to start placing bets.
Okay.
Alanis is probably having a mild panic attack, still thinking that she's inside of a poisonous mushroom, and she's
And
just
you'll be
literally in the belly of the beast. Thankfully, there's no stage up here, so she doesn't have to worry about singing quite yet.
Is the very center of the entire room elevated?
Yeah, so
Have you never heard of improv?
Is that like a go-go cage, or is that yet another?
Okay, that's a
is
bar.
that yet
That's
another
a particular bar?
Oh, that's the bar. Got it.
Alana
Okay.
says never heard of improv and standing on the bar. Yes.
Yeah, we're going to coyote ugly in this.
Yeah, I think Alanis. I think I'm just gonna watchful waiting, keep an eye on the situation, see if I see anything unusual, because this is all very new to me, and everyone's splitting up, and I'm just kind of like the chaperone. I'm going to play the act of chaperone, where like all 4 kids just went to Chuck E. Cheese's, and I have no desire whatsoever, but I need to make sure nobody gets lost in the ball pit. So,
The best way to get lost.
Oh, there's a ball pit.
It's the best way to get lost.
All right, Alanis, I'll allow you to insert yourself into, like, if you
Thank
see
you.
something happening on this floor, I'll allow you to insert yourself.
Okay, in the game. Got it. All right.
Yeah, into an active situation. I'm going to start with, let's see, Gasbasta and Ramil are going to the elevator. Let's start with the hooded man. Spalding, you are overseeing this game that's happening. This large mushroom man with the kind of green plumage is shuffling a deck of cards. He shuffles it about and holds out a card. It's the 6 of Cups, and you recognize that as a tarot card. He sits it down and he slides it over to the hooded man. The hooded man then gets out and sets a pair of dice on the table and slides it to the mushroom man. The mushroom man picks up the dice, rolls them, and then it shows on the dice that it is a 3, and he hands the man in the cloak 100 gold pieces and shuffles the deck again.
Seems like a
Wait, the house is rolling dice?
Yes.
What kind of messed up casino is this?